something about the Gulf Stream oil companies and stuff like that. Apparently, this guy worked on, he worked in the oiling company, oiling business. If you know anything about Mississippi or Louisiana, that region is very heavily involved in oiling, drilling and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so that was his job. So Lakeith Stanfield came there to do a story on him, and he's asking him questions, and he just so happened to see a picture of someone in this man's house, a picture of a young lady, an older picture, and he just asked, who is that? And so he told him, this was this woman I used to love, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And so he mentioned that she was a photographer. So it just caught the interest of Lakeith Stanfield's character. His name is Michael in the movie. Just caught the interest, and he just wanted to find out, I guess when the man, he could see or feel the emotion when the man mentioned, the woman's name and started talking about it and said, he loved her, but he lost her and blah, 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 all that stuff. So, it kind of hit him. He just wanted to find out who she was and where was she and all that, because the guy, he had lost contact with her and all that. So, then from there, we see Izza's character for the first time, May. We see May getting out of the car in the street in the city, and she looking fly, looking good. I said, okay, that's when I was like, okay, Izza done grew up. She done got grown on me. Okay, looking good, doing her thing. So, we see her, and she goes into a building and grabs a safe deposit box. And in this safe deposit box are letters. And she takes these letters, she's like flipping through them. She starts to open up one and read one. So we get that the letter is from her mother. You know what I'm saying? It says that all of the letters are labeled, my May, my May. So we get that the letters are from her mother. And so she starts to read it. So now the film is told through flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? They're flashing back between 1984 New Orleans, Louisiana, and 2019 New York City. So anyway, they go to 1984 New Orleans, Louisiana. And that's where you see May's mother, Christina, and the gentleman that Michael was interviewing. His name is Isaac. You see a younger version of Isaac, and then you see May's mother. It's 1984, New Orleans. And I mean, hey, it's giving me good vibes, man. They listening to Patti LaBelle or Nina Baker. Like, they getting it, like they jamming back in the day, doing their thing, laying on the dock, Louisiana. They going in the clubs, the live band, the music. Like, hey, it's funky. They getting down. Like, it's sexy in 84. It's sexy in 2019. Like, shout out to 1984. That's the year I was born, if you didn't know, But yeah, they doing their thing, man. And man, the fact, like, Izza's, like, she just gets it, man. I know she didn't write this film, but her homegirl wrote and produced this film. So I know she had some creative say in this. And that whole, just let me take you to 1984 New Orleans, Louisiana, that got Izza written all over it. I know Izza, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's after my own heart. I know how she think, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to that, man. But anyway, you see Izza's mother and Isaac, a young Isaac, they're having a good time. They're enjoying each other. Isaac, he's got his job working with the oil company, and Christina, she wants to be a photographer and do all this stuff. She wants to leave. Her, in her mind, her small little New Orleans, Louisiana, and go to the big city. She wants that New York life. She wants adventure. Isaac, like, look, I go to work every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I want to love you, baby. You fine and everything. I want to keep it straight. But look, I ain't going to no city. I'm not doing none of that, all that big time shit you talking about. I ain't doing it. He even says in the narration, like, he didn't know what to do. Like, I'm going to keep up with this woman. I can't keep up with this woman. She's bad. She want to do shit. I ain't, he was trying. He didn't know what to do, man. I felt him, man. Heart went out to old Isaac, man. Good dude. But anyway, they in love, man. They in love. So you flash back. She starts. May, she starts to read those letters that her mother sent her, and she saw, she's like, she noticed that her mama talking about some dude named Isaac, and she like, what? Like, I don't know this nigga. Like, so she closed the letter like, forget that. But turns out the reason why she even went to the safe deposit box to grab the letters was because Michael, the guy that interviewed Isaac, contacted her and was like, I ran into this guy. He said he knew your mother and yada, yada, yada. So come to find out, they meet each other. They meet each other at the Queen's Museum because May is a curator at the Queen's Museum. So they meet each other for the first time. Hey, now, when they see each other for the first time, so, I guess Michael called May and was like I said, hey, I want to meet because I'm interested in learning more about your mother and the photography and all that kind of stuff. When they see each other for the first time, when they go into the room where the safe deposit box is, and Izza, she turns to get that first good glance at Michael. You know what I'm saying? When May turned to get that first good glance at him, she give him what I call looking like you want to be down look. You feel me? Like, that's what she gave him. If you know anything about anything, you done got that looking like you want to be down look. And she definitely gave my man's the looking like you want to be down look. I saw that. I said, okay, it was like that ain't settled at all. Like, let me tell you, if you ladies, if you're dealing with a smart man who can read body language and stuff like that, I mean, maybe you're trying to give it away, but that was obvious. That was real obvious. But anyway, but I liked it though. I liked it. It was cool. Anyway, they go in, they start talking. He was like, this guy was telling me about your mama, blah, blah, blah. So come to find out, May's mother, she's dead. She just passed away like recently. And there's this thing like I guess May and her mother Christina had like some disconnection before she died, and it's just kind of she felt disconnected from her mother. Anyway, so he picking up on the vibes. Michael picking up on the vibes. He see it coming. So he asks her, can I see you again? Can we talk? Whatever. And she said, yeah, I'll call you. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you this. Now, Izza's character, May, it was refreshing to see a woman in a role that that really expressed her femininity, expressed her softness. Like, she wasn't in a role where she was like that. Man, this movie was great from the fact that there was no like niggas ain't shit rhetoric or bitches ain't shit rhetoric. Like, there was none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a great, clean, refreshing look. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially coming off Queen and Slim. Like, oh, Jesus. Like, after coming off of that, man, we needed this. We needed this break, man. But so after they meet, he notices that, hey, she ain't hit me up. She ain't called me. She ain't done none of that. So he goes and he just pulls up on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he pulls up on her at this event at her museum. Like, the museum was throwing an event one night, and she was supposed to call him so she could, invite him to the event and all that, whatnot, what have you. It didn't happen. So he looked up an event online and just pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Threw on the clothes, boom.